have a particularly long or short torso, legs or arms? If this sounds like you might want to consider lengthening or shortening your sewing patterns to get a better fit. This is one of the great things about sewing. You can adjust just the parts you need to get a garment to fit your unique shape. Tilly and the button sewing patterns feature lines which indicate where to lengthen or shorten the sewing pattern from. The process is the same whether you're lengthening a bodice, sleeve, skirt, trouser leg, or whatever the relevant pattern piece may be. If you want to lengthen your pattern piece, cut along the bottom lengthen or shorten line to separate your pattern pieces into two. Get a piece of paper a bit wider than the pattern piece you are lengthening and draw two parallel lines. The distance between the lines should be the amount you want to lengthen the pattern piece by. Place the piece of paper underneath the top part of the pattern. Align the newly cut edge with the upper horizontal line and stick it down with tape or a glue stick. If the pattern piece has a centre front or back line at a right angle to the line you cut along, extend it down. If it has a grain line arrow, extend this down. Now align the top edge of the bottom piece of the pattern with the lower horizontal line, matching up the vertical line or grain line arrow. Lastly, rejoin the side seam or other seams and cut away any excess paper. Make the same changes to any matching pieces, such as a back bodice, facing or lining. To shorten your pattern pieces, draw a parallel line underneath the lengthen or shorten here line. The distance between the two lines should be how much you want to shorten it by. Cut along the lower lengthen or shorten here line and move the lower pattern piece straight up until the lengthen or shorten here line meets the line you drew in the previous step. If the pattern piece has a centre front or back line at a right angle to the line you cut along, align these, or align the grain line arrows if the pattern has one running straight down the piece, to make sure the pieces don't shift to either side. Tape or glue the pieces together. Stick a small piece of paper underneath the side of the pattern where the join is. Redraw the side seams so they're smooth. Make the same changes to any matching pieces, such as a back bodice, facing or lining. And that's it! You've lengthened or shortened a sewing pattern.